Today's Bridging Futures, we highlight Rialto Adult School graduate Stephanie Gonzalez through her career journey as a pharmaceutical technician.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Gonzalez. Everything started when I started Myler. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. When I met Ms. Savage, she told me about her medical class, her pharmacy clerk class, and her pharmacy technician class.
At Myler High School, while she was going to high school, she completed my program with the pharmacy clerk, the medical assisting, and also the pharmacy tech. At that point, when she graduated, she transferred over to our pharmacy technician program, the adult ed program at the Rialto Adult Education Office.
I talked to my counselor and I told her that I wanted her to enroll me in the pharmacy tech clerk class. She enrolled me in immediately and I started taking it. And from there, Ms. Savage taught me a lot of different things. She taught me brands, generic, classifications, things a clerk would do.
She has completed an internship at her site at a pharmacy where she completed 120 hours of internship hours to get her experience in pharmacy.
This is an exciting time to be a participant or student at Rialto Adult School. Not only are we extremely proud of Stephanie Gonzalez and all of the achievements that she's acquired, but we're excited about the opportunities that we offer our students to achieve their diploma, complete their GED, and pass the test. We follow and support our students through the process. The CTE offerings, they complete that program and they are actually pharmacists. They can go into the workforce and get jobs.
I feel very excited about myself because I doubted myself so much. I didn't really know I was capable of doing this because I'm the first in my family to actually graduate from high school and get a career right after high school. And me being so young, I feel like I need to tell myself I started early and I just need to keep going further in life.
On today's Bridging Futures, we highlight Rialto Adult School graduate Stephanie Gonzalez through her career journey as a pharmaceutical technician.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Gonzalez. Everything started when I started Myler. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. When I met Ms. Savage, she told me about her medical class, her pharmacy clerk class, and her pharmacy technician class.
At Myler High School, while she was going to high school, she completed my program with the pharmacy clerk, the medical assisting, and also the pharmacy tech. At that point, when she graduated, she transferred over to our pharmacy technician program, the adult ed program at the Rialto Adult Education Office.
I talked to my counselor and I told her that I wanted her to enroll me in the pharmacy tech clerk class. She enrolled me in immediately and I started taking it. And from there, Ms. Savage taught me a lot of different things. She taught me brands, generic, classifications, things a clerk would do.
She has completed an internship at her site at a pharmacy where she completed 120 hours of internship hours to get her experience in pharmacy.
This is an exciting time to be a participant or student at Rialto Adult School. Not only are we extremely proud of Stephanie Gonzalez and all of the achievements that she's acquired, but we're excited about the opportunities that we offer our students to achieve their diploma, complete their GED, and pass the test. We follow and support our students through the process. The CTE offerings, they complete that program and they are actually pharmacists. They can go into the workforce and get jobs.
I feel very excited about myself because I doubted myself so much. I didn't really know I was capable of doing this because I'm the first in my family to actually graduate from high school and get a career right after high school. And me being so young, I feel like I need to tell myself I started early and I just need to keep going further in life.
On today's Bridging Futures, we highlight Rialto Adult School graduate Stephanie Gonzalez through her career journey as a pharmaceutical technician.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Gonzalez. Everything started when I started Myler. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. When I met Miss Savage, she told me about her medical class, her pharmacy clerk class, and her pharmacy technician class.
At Myler High School, while she was going to high school, she completed my program with the pharmacy clerk, the medical assisting, and also the pharmacy tech. At that point, when she graduated, she transferred over to our pharmacy technician program, the adult ed program at the Rialto Adult Education Office.
I talked to my counselor and I told her that I wanted her to enroll me in the pharmacy tech clerk class. She enrolled me in immediately and I started taking it. And from there, Miss Savage taught me a lot of different things. She taught me brands, generic, classifications, things a clerk would do.
She has completed an internship at her site at a pharmacy where she completed 120 hours of internship hours to get her experience in pharmacy.
This is an exciting time to be a participant or student at Rialto Adult School. Not only are we extremely proud of Stephanie Gonzalez and all of the achievements that she's acquired, but we're excited about the opportunities that we offer our students to achieve their diploma, complete their GED, and pass the test. We follow and support our students through the process. The CTE offerings, they complete that program and they are actually pharmacists. They can go into the workforce and get jobs.
I feel very excited about myself because I doubted myself so much. I didn't really know I was capable of doing this because I'm the first in my family to actually graduate from high school and get a career right after high school. And me being so young, I feel like I need to tell myself I started early and I just need to keep going further in life.
On today's Bridging Futures, we highlight Rialto Adult School graduate Stephanie Gonzalez through her career journey as a pharmaceutical technician.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Gonzalez. Everything started when I started Myler. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. When I met Miss Savage, she told me about her medical class, her pharmacy clerk class, and her pharmacy technician class.
At Myler High School, while she was going to high school, she completed my program with the pharmacy clerk, the medical assisting, and also the pharmacy tech. At that point, when she graduated, she transferred over to our pharmacy technician program, the adult ed program at the Rialto Adult Education Office.
I talked to my counselor and I told her that I wanted her to enroll me in the pharmacy tech clerk class. She enrolled me in immediately and I started taking it. And from there, Miss Savage taught me a lot of different things. She taught me brands, generic, classifications, things a clerk would do.
She has completed an internship at her site at a pharmacy where she completed 120 hours of internship hours to get her experience in pharmacy.
This is an exciting time to be a participant or student at Rialto Adult School. Not only are we extremely proud of Stephanie Gonzalez and all of the achievements that she's acquired, but we're excited about the opportunities that we offer our students to achieve their diploma, complete their GED, and pass the test. We follow and support our students through the process. The CTE offerings, they complete that program and they are actually pharmacists. They can go into the workforce and get jobs.
I feel very excited about myself because I doubted myself so much. I didn't really know I was capable of doing this because I'm the first in my family to actually graduate from high school and get a career right after high school. And me being so young, I feel like I need to tell myself I started early and I just need to keep going further in life.
On today's Bridging Futures, we highlight Rialto Adult School graduate Stephanie Gonzalez through her career journey as a pharmaceutical technician.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Gonzalez. Everything started when I started Myler. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. When I met Miss Savage, she told me about her medical class, her pharmacy clerk class, and her pharmacy technician class.
At Myler High School, while she was going to high school, she completed my program with the pharmacy clerk, the medical assisting, and also the pharmacy tech. At that point, when she graduated, she transferred over to our pharmacy technician program, the adult ed program at the Rialto Adult Education Office.
I talked to my counselor and I told her that I wanted her to enroll me in the pharmacy tech clerk class. She enrolled me in immediately and I started taking it. And from there, Miss Savage taught me a lot of different things. She taught me brands, generic, classifications, things a clerk would do.
She has completed an internship at her site at a pharmacy where she completed 120 hours of internship hours to get her experience in pharmacy.
This is an exciting time to be a participant or student at Rialto Adult School. Not only are we extremely proud of Stephanie Gonzalez and all of the achievements that she's acquired, but we're excited about the opportunities that we offer our students to achieve their diploma, complete their GED, and pass the test. We follow and support our students through the process. The CTE offerings, they complete that program and they are actually pharmacists. They can go into the workforce and get jobs.
I feel very excited about myself because I doubted myself so much. I didn't really know I was capable of doing this because I'm the first in my family to actually graduate from high school and get a career right after high school. And me being so young, I feel like I need to tell myself I started early and I just need to keep going further in life.
On today's Bridging Futures, we highlight Rialto Adult School graduate Stephanie Gonzalez through her career journey as a pharmaceutical technician.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Gonzalez. Everything started when I started Myler. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. When I met Miss Savage, she told me about her medical class, her pharmacy clerk class, and her pharmacy technician class.
At Myler High School, while she was going to high school, she completed my program with the pharmacy clerk, the medical assisting, and also the pharmacy tech. At that point, when she graduated, she transferred over to our pharmacy technician program, the adult ed program at the Rialto Adult Education Office.
I talked to my counselor and I told her that I wanted her to enroll me in the pharmacy tech clerk class. She enrolled me in immediately and I started taking it. And from there, Miss Savage taught me a lot of different things. She taught me brands, generic, classifications, things a clerk would do.
She has completed an internship at her site at a pharmacy where she completed 120 hours of internship hours to get her experience in pharmacy.
This is an exciting time to be a participant or student at Rialto Adult School. Not only are we extremely proud of Stephanie Gonzalez and all of the achievements that she's acquired, but we're excited about the opportunities that we offer our students to achieve their diploma, complete their GED, and pass the test. We follow and support our students through the process. The CTE offerings, they complete that program and they are actually pharmacists. They can go into the workforce and get jobs.
I feel very excited about myself because I doubted myself so much. I didn't really know I was capable of doing this because I'm the first in my family to actually graduate from high school and get a career right after high school. And me being... If I could.
There you go.
Justin? Justin? Oh, sorry. Hey, sir. School yet? School yet? Okay. Have they sent you any lessons about any money?
This was like 3 years ago.
All 4 years, so total 40,000.
That's your store.
That's your store.
Tuition was like 40. Got this to your school.
You're so camouflaged, I didn't even recognize you. You see me now? Oh. That's not it.
Okay, open session is reconvening at 7:15 p.m. At the direction of the Board of Education, board meetings are recorded, broadcasted, and streamed live and may capture images and sounds of those attending the meeting. Tonight, we're going to have Justin Bailey lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Everybody please stand. Right hand over your heart, all hats and everything off, yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all.
Thank you, Justin.
I make a motion to close closed session.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Tonight for presentations, we have our high school Oh, God, I keep missing. Okay. Dr. Avila, do we have a report out of closed session?
Yes, we do. The Board of Education accepted the request for a leave of absence for classified employee number 2350920, February 27, 2020 through June 1st, 2020. The roll call vote was unanimous. The Board of Education took action to accept the termination agreement for certificated employee number 2365330. The roll call vote was unanimous. During closed session on a motion of Member Joe Martinez, second by Joseph Ayala, it is recommended that the Board of Education accept resolution number 19-20-46. The roll call vote was as follows. President Nancy G. O'Kelly, yes. Dina Walker, Vice President, no. Joseph W. Martinez, Clerk, yes. Joseph Ayala, Member, yes. Edgar Montes, Member, no. On a motion of Joe Martinez, second by Edgar Montes, it is recommended that the Board of Education accept resolution number 19-20-47. The roll call vote is as follows. President Nancy G. O'Kelly, yes. Dina Walker, Vice President, abstain. Joseph W. Martinez, Clerk, yes. Joseph Ayala, Member, yes. Edgar Montes, Member, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we have the High School District Student Advisory Committee of students to report to us. So, Aviance, you're going to introduce them?
Yeah. First up, representing Rialto High School, we have Diana Salazar.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and viewing audience. My name is Diana Salazar, and I am the proud ASB Co-President at Rialto High School. I am excited to share with you some of the great things taking place on our campus. Our Mathematics, Engineering, Science, and Achievement program, also known as MESA for short, represented Rialto High School this past weekend at the MESA National Engineering Competition. Our Knights placed for the Engineering Design Challenge and the Purdue reaction competition. Congratulations to Sebastian Valero, Jean Paul Martinez, and Natalie Reyes for earning an overall 3rd place medal and a 2nd place for pitch presentation. Congratulations to Anastasia Ramsey, Valentina Abreu, Elton Vialta, Kobe Camarero, and Julian Cuellar for earning 3rd place for the chain reaction project. Job well done, Knights. On February 15th, our Renaissance program hosted our first annual Scholar Dessert Social, where we honored the top 100 students at Rialto High School. They enjoyed ice cream alongside with friends and family. Congratulations to them all. Rialto High School welcomed Dr. McDuffie on presenting the Drum Major Instinct on Tuesday at our theater. Our school is grateful and would like to give a huge thank you to him from all our students. Last week on Tuesday, we had an RUSD ASB mixer at Carter High School. All 3 schools challenged each other to a friendly competition of lip sync battles and finished the lyrics. We enjoyed pizza, drinks, snacks, and an inflatable obstacle course. Last Friday, our staff, alongside with Ikes and Carter, had a rivalry week where staff competed in volleyball, basketball, and dodgeball competitions. Our night staff dominated at volleyball. Yay! Thank you to all who have participated. Our next upcoming event is on March 27th from 2:30 to 6:30, called The Spring Fling, which will include a free egg hunt barbecue movie. Hope to see you all there. Thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you on our campus at all our events, and have a great rest of the night.
Thank you, Diana.
Next up, we have Cynthia Grano representing Carter High School.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and viewing audience. My name is Cynthia Grano, and I am the very proud ASB President at Carter High School. To start off, I'd like to share exciting events that are happening at Carter this month. This past Saturday, the Carter Lions Mesa team competed in the National Engineering Design Competition at UCR, and our awesome engineering team consisting of Sacred Mosley, Alberto Bolaños, and Alan Lee took 3rd place ribbons in both technical presentation and board presentation. We are so proud of them. February 25th officially kicked off the start of our rival week with an ASB mixer at Carter. We invited Rialto and Eisenhower ASB for a night of games, food, and bonding. It was great to see all 3 schools bonding and coming together. On February 27th and 28th, we welcomed the future class of 2024, which included over 600 8th graders from Casera, Kolb, Frisbee, and Rialto Middle School. They came down to Carter to see all the amazing things we have to offer and register for their classes. Overall, it was a successful event. Next week, on March 11th, we will be hosting a reception to honor those in the senior class of 2020 who have been able to maintain a 4.0 GPA throughout their 4 years of high school. I am very proud of our 66 Carter Lions who have made this achievement. Lastly, later this month, we will have our annual I Am Beautiful pageant, which is an Assembly for Women Appreciation Month, where women from different backgrounds participate and share their inspirations. Thank you, Board of Education, Dr. Avila, and our viewing audience. I hope you all have a great night.
Thank you, Cynthia.
And lastly, representing Myler High School, we have Justin Bailey.
Good evening, President Nancy O'Kelly, Honorable Board, Superintendent Avila, and viewing audience. I am Justin Bailey, a DSAC representative from Myler High School. Since my last report, we have had some exciting events happening at Myler. First, on Friday, January 17th, Myler Mustangs attended a school-wide study trip to the Cinemark Theater at the Renaissance Marketplace, right here in Rialto. Students were given free admission, a snack pack, and were able to view an award-winning movie, Harriet. Students really enjoyed the watching an important time in history come to life on the big screen. The trip was truly a success. Thank you, Wisman. Mustangs were on the road again on January 19th. Our teachers, Ms. Perry and Mr. Wisman, took a group of students to the Broad Museum in Los Angeles. They attended the interactive exhibit, Arts, Rhythm, and Rhyme. They were able to view many well-known works of art while at the Broad. It was a great experience. The next event has actually been ongoing throughout the school year. Students have been working with representatives from San Bernardino Valley College, our library technician, and Ms. Natoli, and our counselor, Mr. LaSure, to complete the process of applying for admission and also the Valley Promise. The Valley Promise provides students with 2 years free of college. It is our hope that all of the students that applied will be accepted into the program. Hopefully by my next report, we will know how many students have been accepted. ASB held a lunchtime activity on January 30th. Students were invited to participate in a sidewalk chalk drawing contest. We had over 30 students competing. Let me tell you, we have amazing, very talented Myler Mustangs. And to celebrate Valentine's Day, ASB held another fun lunchtime activity. Students were able to make body scrubs and decorate the packages for their special someone or keep it for themselves. Students walked away happy with their little gifts. Lastly, on February 28th, seniors visited Crafton Hills College. They toured the campus and learned about 2 of the most popular programs offered, which are fire technology and respiratory care. Thank you to our library technician, Ms. Natoli, and our counselor, Mr. LaSure, for organizing this very important trip. We have just a few days left on our 3rd quarters. Students are working hard to earn their credits. We will have about 15 3rd quarter graduates, with the bulk of our seniors finishing their coursework requirements at the end of the school year. It's very exciting times at Myler High School. And don't forget, the key word is Myler. Mustangs always show their Myler pride on the court, on the field, in the quad, in the community, and most importantly, in the classroom. And remember, Mustangs, take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of your school. We're a model continuation high school, so remember, Myler is number 1. Thank you, Board of Education and Dr. Avila, for your time. Have a great night.
Thank you, Justin. Okay, we move on with comments and start with public comments from the floor. At this time, any person wishing to speak on any item not on the agenda will be granted 3 minutes. Do we have any?
Yes, we do. Carla Perez.
Good evening. We want to discuss some issues we've been having with a school coach / teacher. I'm not sure if this is the appropriate time or place to discuss this or to bring it up, but our hands were tied after we let the students approach both the principal and the athletic director, as well as a parent that's here present also did the same. The girls had decided to sign a petition to replace the coach. The coach found out about it and decided that he was going to, if the girls didn't show up, he was going to take them off the roster. My daughter was not at school that day. She was homesick, so obviously if she was not present at school, she was not going to make it to practice either. At that point, she was taken off the roster, and the coach went on by posting on social media, the school's team social media, remarks. They were inappropriate. We have screenshots of them. He said there was one about, from the movie Mean Girls saying, we should just stab Caesar. At this time, in this, where we are present these days, that's not something you take lightly. That's not something you post, especially when you're a role model to students. He has recently posted again saying that some, students are coachable, some, attitudes, has gone on saying, kind of throwing jabs at the students. Again, the girls did try to approach the principal and the athletic director regarding the matter. A present parent also had a meeting, nothing was done. And then now he has gone on to tell some of the team that good luck to the girls attempting to play for any other varsity team at the school, that at this point they should probably just switch schools because he's pretty much going to ruin it for them. I feel that this is very inappropriate, very unprofessional, starting from not talking to the girls first before moving forward, the inappropriate post, and making comments like that to other teammates. Again, it's very unprofessional. He, as a role model, as an adult, should have had a conversation with these girls prior to moving forward with that. We actually just found out that as of yesterday, he has stepped down as a coach because we believe he found out that some of us would be present here tonight. But again, as a school teacher, that is not appropriate behavior. I have another parent. I'm not sure if he has time to kind of just share something quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess my daughter kind of led the application to get the girls assigned if they wanted a new coach. 18 girls signed out of 24 or whatever. So he went, and since my daughter, he thought my daughter was the leader. He kicked my oldest daughter off, my youngest daughter, and my niece, and the other girl who wasn't at school that day. So he couldn't explain to me or the principal or athletic director. They were saying that they missed practice, but it was just coincidence that just my daughters and my niece got kicked off. So I found that a little suspicious. I went and talked to them, and I don't believe anything was done. I don't believe anything at all was done. So that's just a little extra piece besides the post. Besides, I think he directed some posts at my oldest daughter. I give second chances but not third chances, and I text him and asked him, and he kind of played like, oh no, that's not towards anyone, but it was towards her.
Did you discuss this with the principal?
Yes, I did.
And what did he say?
That it was inappropriate, but they were gonna do something, but I don't know. Never anything else, because of course both my daughters and my niece were kicked off the team.
Okay.
So he had a rule for the freshmen coming in, and he was telling everyone that it was a Bobby rule. That's my name.
Mm-hmm.
That the parents weren't able to talk or stuff like that. I don't know why he's taking it on me, because my daughter's been there for 2 years and I've never said a word. I sit there with the other parents and watch the game. Of course we have comments, but we never shout anything out or say anything appropriate. So why he had that rule, I don't know. I'm telling the other people that he has something personal against my daughter, since she's the one that kind of asked the girls if they wanted to coach. They all agreed. Like I said, 18 girls signed the petition. 12, 13 girls went in the office to ask, and my daughters and my niece got singled out.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Thank you. And Dr. Avila, could you have staff investigate this situation and find out what's going on?
It's being looked into, yes. Mirna Ruiz.
Good evening, board. Audience, and viewing audience. I'm actually here. I wanted to kind of mix everything that I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to start out with the good, which is with Carter, I wanted to bring up the point about one of the great things that happened that has never been done before, and something that parents have been asking, which we had an event called Parents on Point, and it was about educating parents. And I know we have requests for parents to be educated, and that's something that was done about 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And we had workshops where the Rialto PD came in. We had social emotional training. We had the PD Rialto PD talking to us about drug abuse and all these things that parents can actually look for, So it was educating the parents. It was something really, really good. We need to see that more, and I know hopefully we'll see that more. But I think it was a great thing that we were doing. So thank you to Dr. Anderson and Natasha Harris for actually having this. Put this together for the parents. The other thing I wanted to talk about too is that is National Breakfast Week. I think it was a wonderful thing. I haven't been able to go to the schools. I really wanted to be there to see all the great things that nutrition services were doing. I know if you guys have seen our astronaut somehow came down and parked her spaceship out in front, but it's really good. And I think one thing that I did participate was the breakfast at school. I went to the one they had at Eisenhower, and I thought it was a really great thing to see. And it's kind of sad at the same time because we have 29 schools and only, I believe it's only 8 elementary schools that are participating and only 2 high schools. So it'll be great to see that happen more, because feeding our kids, and there's some kids that might not be able to eat breakfast at home, and we have different situations. So just want to bring that out. The other thing, now supporting the girls in soccer. I am a parent of one of the players that was there. I too had some issues with the coach. I'm actually glad that he has stepped down for whatever reasons, but this is something that you guys really need to look into, because he has caused damage to some of the girls emotionally. And I too would like to be part of the investigation that you guys are going to do, because like I said, as a parent of a soccer player, we went through a lot. So I definitely support the girls on this. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Celia Sarabia.
Buenas noches, miembros de la mesa directiva.
Good evening, members of the board.
Presidenta Miss O'Kelly.
President Ms. O'Kelly.
Vicepresidenta Miss Walker.
Vice President Ms. Walker.
Superintendente Dr. Ávila.
Superintendent Dr. Ávila.
Audiencia.
And audience.
Soy Celia Sarabia.
I am Celia Sarabia.
Y represento al grupo de apoyo de padres de niños especiales.
And I represent a parent support group of special children.
Queremos invitarlos a todos
We want to invite everyone
a nuestra celebración anual
to our annual celebration
de los sacramentos de los niños especiales,
of the Sacraments for Special Children,
que serán el domingo 19 de abril
which will take place Sunday, April the 19th
a las 3 de la tarde
at 3 p.m.
en la Catedral de San Bernardino.
at that San Bernardino Cathedral.
Como siempre, será un honor contar con su presencia.
As always, it will be an honor for you to join us.
También queremos felicitar a Miss Angélica Otero,
We also want to congratulate Ms. Angélica Otero,
especialista en salud mental,
specialist in mental health,
por el buen trabajo que hace con los estudiantes
for the great work she does with the students
y sus familias.
and their families.
Necesitamos más especialistas en salud mental
We need more people who specialize in mental health
para que apoyen a nuestros estudiantes
so that they may support our students,
abordando los problemas desde la raíz,
addressing issues right at the roots.
porque muchos de los problemas emocionales
Because many of the emotional issues
surgen porque vienen de familias disfuncionales.
come because they come from dysfunctional families.
Queremos felicitar a nuestro board de educación,
We want to congratulate our Board of Education,
a nuestro superintendente,
our superintendent,
por el buen trabajo que están haciendo,
for the great work they're doing.
porque siempre buscan cómo solucionar cualquier problema.
Because they always look for solutions to any problems.
Nuestro grupo invita a todos
Our group invites everyone
para que nos unamos,
so that we can unite,
que seamos parte de la solución,
so that we become part of the solution,
no del problema,
not of the problem.
porque todos estamos aquí
Because we're all here
para el éxito de nuestros estudiantes.
to achieve success in our students.
También queremos felicitar a nuestro superintendente, Dr. Ávila,
We also want to congratulate our superintendent, Dr.
por su
Ávila,
cumpleaños.
on his birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, Dr. Ávila, que Dios lo bendiga.
Dr. Ávila, may God bless you.
Le deseamos lo mejor, siempre mucha salud
We wish you all the
y
best,
que
always,
siempre esté dispuesto para nuestros estudiantes y para nuestra comunidad.
and for you to always be available to our students and our community.
Y nuestros niños especiales anduvieron buscando algo que dijeron que se le había perdido la vez pasada, Dr. Ávila.
And our children, special ed children, were looking for something that apparently Dr. Ávila said he had lost.
¿Y qué cree, Dr. Ávila? Lo encontraron.
They found it.
Su gorro de vaquero, Woody.
Sombrero.
Get the cameras out.
Traje completo. Oh, it's a little.
New sheriff in town.
There you go.
He's out of his arms.
Oh, yeah. A chaleco. That's called a chaleco.
¡Hija! Póngase el sombrero, doctora Ávila.
Looks good. There we go.
Feliz cumpleaños. Gracias. Buenas noches a todos.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Celia.
We have a second one for Celia Sarabia.
Okay. All right, and now we move on to public comments on agenda items. Any person wishing to speak on any item on the agenda will be granted 3 minutes. Do we have any? All right,
We have
now we
none.
move on with comments from association executive board members, and here comes REA.
Thank you. I'm on time tonight. Lisa Lindbergh from the Rialto Education Association. Just a couple things this evening. I want to thank everyone's participation in the Read Across America event on Monday. I had the chance to read to some first graders, and it was awesome. REA was able to give $2,000 worth of grants to the teachers at the schools. So a lot of those things that you saw was the teachers were able to purchase with the grants they received. So we were excited to do that. And also next weekend is the first weekend of spring break, and we are sending 30 of our teachers to the Good Teaching Conference in Garden Grove. We had 77 interested, which I was shocked because it is the first weekend of spring break. But unfortunately, we were only able to send 30, so we had a lottery. But we hope to budget a little more so they can all go next year.
Awesome.
And finally, I would like to thank you for supporting the Schools and Communities First resolution at the last board meeting. I really appreciate that. Unfortunately, it looks like Prop 13 went down in flames last night, but we hope to get this on the ballot for November. And if I could, I'd like you to sign the petition to make sure it gets on the ballot in November. And I think Mr. Douglas, are you a registered voter yet? Get on here. So if you could sign the petition, and then I'll collect it later. Thank you.
Okay.
May I approach? Thanks.
Thank you.
You're not 18? Okay, you passed. Then. Thank you.
Okay, California School Employees Association, CSEA. Here's Mr. Cordasco.
Good evening, Rialto Unified Family. I'm Chris
Good evening.
Cordasco, Chapter President, Rialto 203. Speak up, she says. Okay. First, I want to report on the issue that I brought to your attention at the last school board meeting concerning the class and comp study. I'm happy to report that I have been getting information now. We've been getting job descriptions. I want to thank those people who helped expedite that process. As a union leader, I feel it's important to communicate to the board morale issues. Honestly, it feels good to be able to stand here today and say that morale has improved over the last 5 years. Under the current leadership, it continues to improve. However, there is still some challenges in our district, specifically at Morgan Elementary School. In fact, I would have to say that of all our sites, morale at Morgan is the lowest. I have brought concerns to the district's attention, and they are working with me to correct those issues. Next, I want to thank Tina Lingenfelter, principal at Fitzgerald, Christina Hernandez, principal at Simpson Elementary, and Gregory Anderson, principal at Carter High. They reached out to me for assistance with issues at their site and challenges. And as always, it's a joy to work with these administrators to improve services to our students. That's all I have for you for tonight. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. And Communication Workers of America?
Good morning, honorable members of the Board of Education. How are you this evening? I'm Teresa Hunter with CWA Local 9588. I am the current Area Vice President for the substitute teachers, and I'm here this evening to provide for everyone our opening contract reopener for the 2021 school year, and that includes wages and one article, and I do have 7 copies. I'm not sure, do I hand them over to bring? Okay, so I'll be passing them over across the room. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing and speaking with you soon in bargaining. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and Rialto School Managers Association? Oh, we got the whole team here.
Yes, we did.
And shirts.
Good evening, Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Cuauhtemoc Avila, Innovation Team, and viewing audience. My name is Ramona Rodriguez, and I am the Rialto School Managers Association President. I am here with several of our other RSMA boards members. Angela Brantley, she is our President-elect. Cristina Hernandez is our Secretary, and Tina Lingenfelter is our Membership Drive coordinator. We came here today to congratulate a very special individual. He is our superintendent, Dr. Cuauhtemoc Avila, for his recent selection as AXA, that's the Association of California School Administrators, as the Superintendent of the Year for our Region 12, AXA Region 12. He was nominated by Melissa Rubio, our Rialto Unified School District PBIS coordinator. He will be honored on April the 13th at the AXA Region 12 Awards Dinner. This is taking place at the Doubletree Hotel in Ontario. So we hope some of you can join us and celebrate with him. We look forward to celebrating this special event. Very well deserved, Dr. Avila, and we are proud to have you as our superintendent, and on behalf of Rialto School Managers Association, happy birthday.
We would also like to announce that RSMA is active and is participating in a spring social, so that we would like to invite you all to attend. You will be receiving the free registration link in your emails shortly, but it's going to be held this Monday, March 9th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. at the Shandon Hills Golf Club, and we are going to be listening to a leadership panel with Ted Alejandre and other noted educators, and we just hope that you will join us as we listen to the topic of lessons learned leading through crisis. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, comments from our superintendent.
Thank you, President O'Kelly. I just want to thank the staff at Boyd Elementary, Keller Elementary, and Dunn Elementary for taking the time to invite me to read at their Read Across America event. I had an amazing time reading to kindergarten, first, and second graders. And it was really rewarding in particular because being able to read to kids whose eyes are as wide as can be, the smiles and the spirit that they had in listening to me read to them really brings it home for me in terms of what really matters for me, and that's the education of our young kids. So thank you again to the staff at those schools. And for those of you who have taken the time to acknowledge my birthday, I think earlier I expressed how uncomfortable I feel at times being somewhat the center of attention. But I do appreciate the interest. I thank you for that, and it kind of makes up that I'm not with my family right now celebrating my birthday, but I do know that here I feel like family as well. So thank you very much for those of you who took the time to do that. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Okay, board member, Mr. Ayala.
Student board member?
Oh, I'll be honest. Our student board member.
I was gonna let him go.
They won't let you.
I just wanted to share a question that was asked recently. I was going to share this at the last board meeting, but I ended up leaving earlier. But I was asked recently, am I tired of it? In this regards as this position and just going to the meetings. They ask, like, those board meetings can be long sometimes. Like, sometimes they're falling asleep, and like these are adults. And I think it's funny, like, when I get asked this, because I don't get tired of this, and it's just like I'm sitting here the whole time, and I really like enjoy, you know, learning and just the soaking everything in as this is like what I want to do when I get older. And it's funny whenever I hear, you know, people say, yeah, those board meetings are boring, you know, but I think really, like, they're interesting, especially when you're actually really listening, and you know, so again, I just want to thank you, everybody in this district, for this position and just letting me be in this position. A few things I wanted to bring up. The first cell phone action plan meeting I was a part of recently last week, and it was a really good experience. It was a really good meeting. I feel we went through a lot about pros and cons of having cell phones, and this is just the beginning of it. And they already came up with a draft of like what it may look like, but you know, we still have meetings in the future to critique it. And I plan on getting students' opinions on this draft that they're going to be, you know, that we're going to be presenting to the board later on. But I'm just really excited to present this to like my students and my classmates that are at school, and to get, to share that perspective of the students, because that is not something that you they often get to, you know, do, you know, to come here. A lot of students don't know that we have these board meetings every other Wednesday, and they can come and express their opinion about how to make their school better, or, you know, things that are good at their school, or things that they feel like they need improvement. So I feel like this is a step in the right direction. I was also a part of the strategic planning meeting this past Friday, and basically going over action plans for the new strategic plan, and that was also another good experience for me, and just being able to look over the different actions plans that these committees have worked so hard to come up with, and just to be able to actually say like what I feel would be best for the district and what I feel won't. It's just it's crazy how much like power, quote unquote, I actually have in that, and it was just a great opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank the district for allowing me to go on the Historically Black College University college fair. A college tour that they're going to be having, visiting 8 different HBCUs, and I'm very excited to go to that April 12th through 17th. And just being able to open another slot for me is just it's a great opportunity again. So thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Aviance. And by the way, we are very thankful to have you for a student board member, because you are outstanding. Okay, Mr. Ayala.
Well, thank you, President O'Kelly. Tonight, I'm going to talk about emotional intelligence, but before I do that, I want to go over the fact that perhaps last board meeting we talked about the achievements at the 3rd grade reading level, and it was brought to my attention that we probably, in our excitement, we forgot to mention that perhaps we didn't recognize a few groups, and that's what I want to do right now. And one, how could you not forget the teachers? Okay, the teachers definitely need to be applauded, and I'll be the first one to start for their efforts in helping accomplish this goal. But you can't stop there. You also have teacher aides, you got assistants, you got resource specialists, you have, you know, the old saying, it takes a village. All the people that help our children, okay? There's a long list. Whether they're directly or indirectly involved, they need to be applauded too, and I want to applaud them too, including the parents. with that being said, let's get to the emotional intelligence and maybe the importance of it. You know, we still have to deal with personnel issues, and they're private, and we have those discussions behind closed doors. But just to share with you that, you know, we're in a dependent role here in education, okay? We depend on others to produce. And if you're a supervisor and you're supervising a group of people and they're not producing, the responsibility is going to fall on your shoulders. And a lot of times, those at lower levels forget those relationships. It's not about being liked, you know, being popular. I know that's good when you have somebody that you can get along with and feel good about. But you have to ask yourself these questions is, okay, when you get up in the morning, okay, I'm getting up. Why am I getting up? What am I going to do today? I'm going to go to work. What is my role at this job? Is it just to go make my car payment, my house payment? I know those things are important. We survive. But how do I earn that pay? And so sometimes it's easy to forget because we get into our routines and we forget what the importance is of our role. Because if we do not produce, such as helping these kids achieve at third grade level, then who else is going to step in and help these children? So if you're asking yourself, why am I going to work? And you don't know that answer, and then you find yourself in turmoil, you need to look in that mirror and you got to say to yourself, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, you could say, is having empathy for somebody when they're talking to you. It's like customer service. If you're dealing with somebody's children, you respect them. Even though they're acting indifferent, you are a professional, you are an adult. If you're dealing with that child's parents and they have concerns and they look like they're totally out of character, you need to remain calm. It's not easy. And then people say, how could you expect me to behave like this? These people want to fight. Yes, but these are the responsibilities that we take as professional educators. So, in summary, it's not what you say, it's not what you do, but it's how you say it and the attitude behind when you do something. Do it with a smile, do it with emotional intelligence, and you won't find yourself with these challenges that I'm trying to share with you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share a few words on becoming a better person and a better educator. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ayala. Now, Mr. Montes.
Thank you, Board President, Ms. Nancy O'Kelly. Well, I would like to first congratulate Dr. Avila, not only on taking another trip around the sun, earning another year of life, but also on his prestigious award that he recently received. I think it's important to remember and to thank not only Dr. Avila, whenever one of our own receives a recognition, that recognition is brought for the district, for this community. So very happy that he received that, not only for himself but for our district. And also I wanted to share, a teacher reached out to me, and I wanted to share some concerns that she had in regards to this virus, this coronavirus. Some districts are taking proactive measures just to be safe, just to be a little more secure, feel a little more secure. I believe some neighboring districts are taking some extra resources, are using a little more extra resources to make sure that the sites are very well get some extra TLC, make sure we do everything that we can to prevent any type of spread of any type of infections or bacterias or whatnot. And I don't see it as anything wrong. I mean, sometimes just, adults just wiping the door handles can help, whatnot. But I wanted to share that because I do believe that our district can, without having to use a whole lot more resources, take a proactive approach in making sure that our children and our parents feel safe at our school sites. The other thing I wanted to say is I believe many of us on this board feel a great saddening, and our thoughts and prayers are with the families of a student that attended our schools, passed away earlier today. It's unfortunate whenever we lose someone so young, and I just want to send our thoughts and prayers to the families. And there's an ongoing police investigation, but I do want to thank at the same time Chief Leary and all of the security safety officers who participated in driving around our sites, driving around our school sites, and making sure that our schools are safe and the communities were safe. I seen them earlier on my way to work, out at the sites and out through the streets, doing a really good job. So thanks again to Chief Leary and all of the safety officers who are really out there responding and assisting law enforcement in whatever way that they could. That's all I have.
I had brought that very issue about the coronavirus to Dr. Avila's attention earlier today, and he was in a meeting today to develop a plan, correct?
So, considering the event that happened earlier this afternoon that Mr. Montes just spoke about, I wasn't able to put certain pieces together for my comments earlier, but I had asked Derek Harris to come and give us an update. We didn't send out a communication a week or so ago, one this evening, and Derek is working or leading the team that's putting together the plan so that the entire community, the board, and everybody else can know exactly what it is that we're doing. So Derek.
Good evening, Board President, Vice President, Clerk, and board members and members of the audience and Superintendent's Cabinet. Derek Harris, Lead Agent with Risk Management. The COVID-19 or the coronavirus is dominating the news. We as a district are wanting to get ahead of it and begin to prepare in the inevitable event that we may have to deal with an incident. Tomorrow we are convening a panel of members including health officials, communications, our maintenance and operations team, our attendance team, to find out what we're going to do about student attendance in these events, nutrition services in case we have to come up with alternative plans for feeding students. There are quite a few things that we can do, as Mr. Montes has stated, that are free and common sense things that we're going to be implementing so that we can prepare for it. We have purchased equipment that goes into rooms, fogs them, and kills 99.9% of all the germs that are in there. We've got some other precautions that we're going to be taking, including a campaign teaching children the #1 way to avoid contracting the flu or the COVID-19 virus, which would be washing your hands. The other one would be keeping your hands out of your face. The other one will also be staying away from people that are sick, and then working with personnel to also make sure that our administrators understand if an employee is sick, we need to allow them to stay home. If a student is sick, they need to be allowed to stay home as well, so that they feel encouraged that that would be the right thing to do. Lastly, H2O, which is also overlooked a lot. Staying hydrated and having access to fresh water at our campuses helps your immune system, and it helps you stop from contracting it to begin with. So those are some of the things that we're going to be putting together and being in a state of readiness so that we know what to do in those first critical moments before we make a mistake at the beginning. So that's what we'll be convening tomorrow. We'll come out of that committee and give some information to our superintendent and Dr. McDuffie as well, so that they can make larger decisions in terms of, in the event we had to maybe close a wing of a school or a school, what to do if the student's at school, if the student isn't at school, or if we find out and the student's on the bus riding home with other students. So all of those contingency plans we're trying to plan for now.
Are we communicating our precautions and things we're doing to our parents so they know?
Yes.
Can feel comfortable sending their kids to school?
Yes. So we're going to be sending out a letter from our superintendent updating parents, students, and staff. There's a Blackboard communication going out. There's information that's going to be up and going on our website and will become an update source for parents, in addition to the campaigns that will be going on at the school sites in terms of hygiene practices, washing hands, staying further away, not sharing water bottles with each other, etc. Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Mr. Martinez.
Thank you, President O'Kelly. Mr. Douglas, since you like it, you can run for school board when you turn 18. And also, you missed an opportunity to talk to your friends. This is a board meeting, B-O-A-R-D. Not a B-O-R-E-D meeting. They're getting that little confusion. Okay. My report is about 10 days old. I missed the last board meeting. And you've heard me talk about it before. Plan A is college. Plan B is get a skilled trade. Go to college, get a bachelor's degree. If you don't go to college, you're going to end up on the streets. Everyone's pushed that before. Seattle is a forest of construction cranes, and employers are clamoring for skilled iron workers. Morgan, who is 20, is already working on a job site. He gets benefits, including a pension, and he is earning $28.36 an hour, or more than $50,000 a year. That's without a college degree. Some 30 million jobs in the United States that pay an average of $55,000 per year do not require a bachelor's degree. While a shortage of workers is pushing wages higher in the skilled trades, the financial return from a college degree is softening, even as the price and the average debt into which it plunges students keeps going up. Parents want success for their kids. They get stuck on a 4-year bachelor's degree, and they're not seeing the shortage there is in tradespeople until they hire a plumber and have to write a check. Yeah, I've had to do that in the past year, and it's enlightening. In a new report, the Washington State Auditor found that good jobs in the skilled trades are going begging because students are being almost universally steered to bachelor's degrees. Among other things, the Washington Auditor recommended that career guidance includes choices that require less than 4 years in college. Start as early as the 7th grade, which we do. Okay, nationwide, 3 out of 10 high school grads who go to 4-year public universities haven't earned degrees within 6 years. This has been a decades-long issue, according to the National Student Clearinghouse. A 4-year private college, that number is more than 1 in 5. In spite of a perception that college is the sole path for everyone, when you look at the types of wages that apprenticeships and other career areas pay, and the fact that you don't pay 4 years of tuition and you're paid while you learn, these other paths really need some additional consideration. 70% of construction companies nationwide are having trouble finding qualified workers. In Washington, the proportion is 80%. trade jobs like carpentry, electrical, plumbing, sheet metal work, and pipe fitting. Many pay more than the state's average annual wage of $54,000. Construction, along with the health care and personal care, both of which health care and personal care are real big in this area, and they will continue to grow, will account for 1/3 of all jobs through 2022, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Excuse me. There will also be a need for new plumbers and new electricians. Overhaul of the nation's roads, bridges, and airports. The U.S. Department of Education reports that there will be 68% more job openings in infrastructure-related fields in the next 5 years than there are people trained to fill them. Some 30 million jobs in the United States that pay an average of $55,000 per year do not require a bachelor's degree. That's one line that got repeated over and over here. People are going to college without a plan. I'm going to repeat that. People are going to college without a plan, without a career in mind, because the mindset in high school is go to college. Employers require certificates, certifications, or associate's degrees, but those cost less and take less time than earning a bachelor's degree. People with career and technical educations are also more likely to be employed than their counterparts with academic credentials. The U.S. Department of Education reports, and significantly more likely to be working in their fields of study. California is spending $200 million to improve the delivery of career and technical education. Money isn't the only issue advocates for career and technical education say. An even bigger challenge is convincing parents that certificates lead to good jobs. Of the $200 million that California is spending on vocational education, $6 million is going into a campaign to improve the way people regard it. Last page. Jessica Bruce followed that path, enrolling in community college after high school for one main reason, because she was recruited to play fast-pitch softball. I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, said Jessica. Now she's an apprentice iron worker, making $32.42 an hour, or more than $60,000 a year, while continuing her training. At 5'2", I can run with the big boys, she said, laughing. The misconception, she said, is that we don't make as much money. And then she laughed again. Madam President.
Thank you. Okay. Miss Vice President Dina Walker.
Thank you for teeing me up. Just to reiterate, too, great. I'm glad you shared that information, because the thing is not about just going to college. It's really about post-secondary education. That you got to get some more information and training after high school, generally, to have a successful career and provide for your family long-term, and the big ideas of big houses or cars or whatever you desire. So, post-secondary ed. My thing tonight is just to say March 2nd was the deadline, quote unquote, for financial aid. However, for the community and folks, it is not really the deadline. That's just a priority deadline. So don't get into the hype of thinking you can't still apply for financial aid, federal financial aid and state aid. Whether you have a Social Security number or not, or you're a DREAM Act student, there is still money available. Please see your counselor or your career tech at your school to actually get help to support you and your family completing the FAFSA or DREAM Act application. There's money available, even if you can't qualify for any of those things. In California, great thing, at the community colleges, you can go to free in California now for the College Promise program. So, and that has nothing to do with your income. So don't let that to be a hindrance. There's money out there to pay for college. Leave no money on the table. We want everybody to get the opportunity to support themselves for college, career, or whatever. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Walker. Well, first of all, I want to thank all of our wonderful nutrition services workers for ensuring that all of our students are fed and ready to learn with a nutritious and delicious breakfast. Their theme for this, for National School Breakfast Week this year is School Breakfast Out of This World. And I think everyone can see the alien in the back of the room who is playing astronaut. You go either way. Okay, we want to thank you, Fawcett. We thank you for all you do for our students. I was invited to read to students at Fitzgerald Elementary on Monday, March 2nd, and for Read Across America Day. I really loved reading Dr. Seuss books to several classes. The students were wonderful. I also was taken to the multi-purpose room to see the lunch being served for that day, which was green eggs and ham, appropriately. And boy, they made those eggs really green. But the kids were loving it and eating it up. I want to thank Principal Tina Lingenfelder, am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay. And her staff at Fitzgerald, who were very warm and welcoming, and we had a good time, so thank you. All right, now it's time to get on with the rest of the agenda.
President O'Kelly, if I may.
Sure.
Again, I omitted to mention something earlier that I had promised I would correct. So at our previous board meeting regarding the third grade reading scores, yes, in my excitement, I shared that it was all students when it was the median for third grade. So the average third grader has reached that level, which is still amazing based on the work that the team has done over the last 3 years. But it wasn't supposed, the way that I communicated it, and again, maybe in my excitement, I wanted to hear that, was that every third grader was at grade level, and it's the median, so the average third grader.
Well, we all heard it.
Yeah. It opened our eyes.
Yes. We
And
appreciate
can we get the report I asked for with the data?
It's
so
in the
we can
packet.
see?
It's in the packet that I sent 2 days ago.
This packet?
Yes.
I
I
didn't know.
didn't get a report.
Didn't see one.
Okay.
But it's still progress, and it's
No,
still
it's
good news,
amazing.
so-
It's amazing.
Yes.
So we applaud everybody's effort.
My must be in cyberspace because sometimes they get held up.
Checks in
I'll
the
check
mail.
right now.
Well, the astronaut might have it back there. Okay, public hearing, there is none. Consent calendar items. All items on the consent calendar will be acted upon in one motion unless pulled by Board of Education members or the superintendent for individual action. Can I have a motion to approve consent calendar items reference E through J?
So moved?
Second.
Okay, does anybody have any polls? No? Then let's have a vote. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay, good. We move on to discussion action items. Number 1, approve an agreement with Autism Spectrum Intervention Services and Training to provide applied behavior analyst, ABA aids, effective March 5th, 2020 through June 30th, 2020, at a cost of $300,000 to be paid from the general fund, the special education budget. Is there a motion to approve this?
So moved?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Number 2, approve an agreement with Behavioral Autism Therapies LLC to provide applied behavior
see that.
analyst ABA aids effective March 5th, 2020 through June 30th, 2020 at a cost of $300,000 to be paid from the general fund, the special education budget. And this is because we have
The budget numbers are good.
Dr. Avila, again, we have 2 that look exactly the same because we have how many people we're approving altogether for the autism?
I can have Bridget Ely come and speak to this.
K1 and K2. Here she comes.
Okay.
2 different companies.
Good evening. So in regards to the contract, it's not necessarily for specific students. We have a large number of students who've moved into the district in group homes that we have to provide intensive support. So until we can get our own staff hired, then we need to open up a program to support those students.
But why are there two items? Why isn't it all?
Because one agency will not have enough aides to support all the
Oh,
students.
that's right. They have, okay, I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, number 3, approve the fiscal year 2019-2020 second interim financial report with a positive certification as the district will meet its financial obligations for the current year and subsequent to fiscal year.
Who moved?
On number 2, I had a motion and a second. I'm positive. Okay. Do I have a motion? Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, number 3. Approve the fiscal year 2019-2020 second interim financial report with a positive certification as the district will meet its financial obligations for the current fiscal year and subsequent 2 fiscal years.
Motion to approve?
Is there a second?
Second with discussion. Actually, a question.
Okay.
I looked, but I really didn't understand enough to find the CNG or the solar programs listed. Where could I find that?
It's a separate fund.
That's right, yes.
Is Diane, could you clarify this?
Good evening, Board. Diane Romo, Lead Fiscal Services Agent. The CNG activity is under Fund 63. If you skip all the way to the back, they're in numerical order. You'll see Fund 63. The solar panels, you won't find a separate line item for them, but just be assured that we have had savings in our electrical cost.
Okay. I'd love to see the numbers at some point.
We'll work on them. Definitely.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Mr. Martinez, if you look at the report to the right, the number read Form 63I. It's in form number under the report. If you look at the right, there's a number called Form 63I. Upper right corner. That's the Fund 63. That's what we're referring to.
Okay. I'm still in Form 01. Here we go.
It's right after 51. Form 51.
I will believe you, and I'm ready to vote because we are getting a positive certification, but I had not seen the numbers, so.
Mohammed, could a report be generated about the savings that we are experiencing with our solar and a separate report about the savings we are experiencing with the CNG?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam President. There it is.
Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, number 4, approve the textbook adoption of World of Wonders to be used as the core English language arts curriculum for transitional kindergarten classrooms starting in the 2021 school year at a cost of $64,266.79 to be paid from the general fund. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, number 5, award bid number 19-20-010, E-rate Category 1, high-speed fiber optic wide area infrastructure and internet access pricing to AT&T Business as the responsible bidder, meeting the district's requirements. Commencement of this project is contingent upon E-rate funding at a cost of $71,139.92. High-speed fiber optic wide area infrastructure, $60,660, and internet access, $10,479.92. To be paid from the general fund, the estimated annual cost to the district after E-rate discounts of 85% is applied. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I like the discount.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 6, adopt resolution number 19-20-45, reduction of particular kinds of services, reference K 6.1 to 2. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approve an agreement with HMC Architects to provide architectural and engineering services for the replacement of the indoor gymnasium bleachers and the structural assessment and exterior curb appeal improvements for the gymnasium building at Eisenhower High School, effective March 5th through June 30th, 2021, at a cost of $127,000 to be paid from Fund 35, State School Facilities Fund. And I must say, it is about time. Okay, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Approve the recommendations of the Administrative Hearing Panel, stipulated expulsion 19-20-52. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Dr. Avila wanted to say a few more words.
And this is separate. This is regarding the readout out of closed session. It was brought to my attention that some additional information has to be reported out of closed session for 2 of the items. So at this point, I'm going to read that out to those items. So in closed session, the Board of Education took action to release the following administrative employees from the indicated positions and reassign them to a teaching or other certificated positions pursuant to Education Code Section 44951, effective at the end of the 2019-2020 school year, and directed the superintendent or designee to send out appropriate legal notices. Employee number 2365330, Lead Innovation Agent. Current position and position for 2021 will be teacher. The roll call vote was as follows. President Nancy G. O'Kelly, yes. Vice President Dino Walker, abstain. Clerk Joseph W. Martinez, yes. Member Joseph Ayala, yes. Member Edgar Montes, yes. And in closed session, the Board of Education took action to issue notices to the following certificated administrative employees that they may be released from their administrative positions and reassigned pursuant to Education Code Section 44951, effective at the end of the 2019-2020 school year, and directed the superintendent or designee to send out appropriate legal notices. Employee number 2580110, principal on assignment. Employee number 2966410, middle school principal. Employee number 2677720, middle school assistant principal. Employee number 2179110, principal on assignment. Employee number 2374910, agent English learners. Employee number 2908020, elementary principal. The roll call vote was President Nancy G. O'Kelly, yes. Vice President Dino Walker, no. Clerk Joseph W. Martinez, yes. Member Joseph Ayala, yes. Member Edgar Montes, no.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next regular meeting of the Board of Education of the Rialto Unified School District will be held on Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, at 7:00 p.m. at the Dr. John R. Casalunas Education Center, 182 East Walnut Avenue, Rialto, California. Materials distributed or presented to the Board of Education at the board meeting are available upon request from the superintendent's office. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourning the meeting at 8:28 p.m.